Class has user defined type. So this class has some attribute, you know, A, B, C, D. Here, a class name called type demo, because it is demonstrating a type. Class has a type, so its name is given like that, type demo. And how many attributes it has? A, B, C, D. 4 attributes. 4 attributes. One is byte, one is int, another is float, another is character. So total number of bytes. This, suppose we will make a object of this class. How many bytes it will take? Byte is 1. So because I am telling that, see, one is a byte variable, another is a int variable, another is a float variable, another is a char variable. Anybody can tell how many bytes it will take the object? 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. Okay. For it 1, for it 2, for it 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. How many bytes it will take? 11 bytes. So if you are creating an object, like you see in page 192, you are creating an object, type demo, object 1 equal to new type demo function. Okay. So you can see, so this object 1, obj1 will refer to a object. It's a reference variable, and that object will take 11 bytes from the memory. So there is another class, date class. Date class, it has 3 attributes, dd, yyyy. 3 attributes. So if we will create the object of this class, how many bytes it will be taking? All are which type? Byte type. All are which type? Byte type. So how many bytes will be taken for each object? 3 bytes. Right. There is a constructor here. In the previous class, no constructor was used. Stand up. No constructor was used. In this class, constructor is used. A default constructor is used. This is called explicit default constructor because we are creating this. Okay. This is not implicit. If we don't create anything, that is implicit constructor. Here it is a default, explicit default constructor, and this is the parameterized constructor. Date, public date, byte d, byte m, byte y. Parameterized constructor and display function. Okay, and you are creating the object of the date class. You are supplying the value here to the constructor itself. We have already known about constructor. So whenever we are creating any reference variable, suppose we are creating for date, so we are writing date, joining date equal to new whatever you are writing. Similarly, type demo, okay, t1 equal to new type this. So that means you are creating one variable, reference variable. That means this date, or you can say type demo, which one we are created as class, they are now used as type. They are used as data type, like intx. We just sometimes write, many times we write intx, inty, just like they are used. They are used, which one? Date, something. Okay. Then type demo, a variable. So they are of a reference variable, so we can call them this, that. They are user defined data type. They are also data type. right? So once we create the data type, user defined data type, we can create object. Page 194 you can see, okay, it is creating objects of another class, that is point class. So many other classes are there, point is there, point class is there, pointer class object. You can have also rectangle class object, okay. Rectangle class can depend on the point class. That means how it can be dependent on the point class, because point class can be using the point class we can have an attribute of the rectangle. That means in the class rectangle, in class rectangle we can have attributes. What are the possible attributes? Possible attributes are a length, a breadth and a point. Then it is coming that the rectangle class is using the point class. Okay, rectangle class is using the point class. We are writing the class rectangle and you are using the length. Length is attribute, int, b, breadth. Normally we are using the primitive data types, okay, or creating the attribute. Okay, but there is, if you have a point class, you can also use it as an attribute. That means class point should be defined before. Class point should have been defined before, right? Then only it can be, you can use it as a data type, user defined data type, and you can create its reference variable. Understood? And you can use other things will be there, text function, display function, all other things will be following in the class, right? And the class will be over, right? So any class we are doing, where when we are creating in the object, we are doing, okay, we are doing three different things. First thing, we are declaring the variable. Where it is declaring the variable, this part is the declaring the variable. New, we are creating the object. And initializing, we are writing here date. Suppose we are doing date, joining date, new date, we are giving values. That means here when constructor will be called, the attributes will be initialized. Attributes will be initialized. So three different things are working here. One is declaring the variable, another is creating the object, that is initialization, and that is instantiation, that is called instantiation, right? Then third thing is the initialization. Okay, once you are instantiating an object, that means new is working, you are getting some memory from the memory. You are getting, I have discussed that for date, if there are three attributes and all are of byte type, then you will require 3 bytes. Okay, and in that case of type demo, we are calculating how many bytes? 11 bytes. So these bytes, this memory, where it will get? From the heap memory, right? Come to page number 196. Once you are creating the rectangle class, you can use the rectangle object. You can create the rectangle object. You see here. After that, you are referencing the variables. Rectangle. Suppose rectangle object is rect1. Suppose rectangle object is rect1. So rect1 dot width, rect1 dot length, length breadth. Okay, like this. That is called what? Qualified name. Qualified name. Qualified name can be using the object or using the class name.